No, it's not the 4th of July. That was yesterday. Today it's the 5th of July, different kind of secular holiday, but at least we had some relaxation, which is the perfect preface to this very, very important Shabbos, the third day of the Hebrew month of Tammuz, which is the anniversary of the passing of the Rebbe of Lubavitch, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson. I did not find in my Slovak communications a good equivalent for passing. And people think we want to be euphemistic by avoiding the word death, but that is not at all true. The reason we avoid the word death is because it so much doesn't convey the essence of what the Rebbe did and how the whole of his life's work embodied the very essence of perpetuity and living onwards. When we devote our whole life to those things which are temporary, then when we pass away, all those things disappear and we only have the memories. But when a person invests his lifetime in other people, creating leaders, creating inspiration, those people are literally carrying the life's work of that individual. And that's why when you say the word death, it implies discontinuity, it implies interruption. None of that seems to fit here, and that's why we try not to use it. And actually, the Talmud says, "Tzadikim b'mitatam kruyim chayim," that the righteous, even after their passing, are called alive. And the reason they're called alive is because of the eternal life of the soul. With certain individuals, it goes way beyond that. Their opus so much permeated even the physical world that they're even felt physically, and of course it's just depressing to hear about death, and people think, oh, will this be another one of those memorials where we have sober recollections, and that just so much doesn't fit the Rebbe's message. And I remember years ago, shortly after that very the Rebbe passed away physically, Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, that really monumental Israeli rabbi, brilliant producer of the Steinsaltz Talmud, and he said quite defiantly, the Rebbe did not leave a legacy. The Rebbe left marching orders. Always the emphasis was on continuing to be active, focusing on the positive. You may have seen my invitation for this very special Shabbat. I must say the presence of the Chazan, the cantor Menashe Levran, and the chorus of the Zemer Letzion was something of a happy accident that they happened to be in Bratislava. I did not invite them because of this, but it's for sure we're going to have a very happy musical Shabbos with them. Exactly what the Rebbe wants. We need to forge on with the most powerful tool that we have, which is happiness and joy, regardless of what it is. And this brings us straight back to my theme of tomorrow, one which has been really discussed frequently this year, 25 years after the Rebbe left us, which is this idea of positivity. A young Hasidic scholar now published a book called The Positivity Bias. We've all heard of the negativity bias. Well, he calls his book The Positivity Bias, the focus of the Rebbe always on the positive. This is not to be confused with the self-help trends of, think positive per se. It's much deeper than that. It's a approach in life which actually is only a manifestation of an essential belief ultimately in one God and one reality, which is positive, which in a sense chains down into a more ambiguous reality where we see a lot of bad also. But we're trying to hang on to this vision where we can't ignore the bad, and especially when it involves the sufferings of others. Judaism absolutely rejects that approach. The only responds to other suffering, and the only good that can come out of it is the loving kindness that we can bring out by trying to help others. But what the Rebbe did say, even we simple mortals can do, is to focus on the positive, to always focus on the positive when we believe in the intrinsic goodness of people We will never accept the evaluations of this person is bad or this person is malicious. The word that intimates the idea of negative in the Kabbalah is klipa. Klipa means a shell, and a shell means a concealment of goodness. The Torah recognizes as the appearance of evil nothing more than a concealment of the good. Now, sometimes that concealment, from our perspective, is total. And we must take it as such. We must say, this is not good. But that not good is not a lasting, prevailing existence. It is still only the concealment of positive. And the Rebbe has stressed over and over again, everything which is negative is passing, and everything which is positive is permanent and everlasting. So every single good thing that we've done, every single good thing that others have done, stands as an eternal monument to that person's intrinsic positivity. And all of their mistakes and negatives, even those that affected others, are actually transient. And eventually, after this battle of our exile and all the things that we've gone through and all the struggles that we go through, ultimately only the positive will stand and the negative will fall away like chaff. And this approach, the Rebbe used and stressed in every single interaction, every single dimension of behavior, whether it's dealing with other people, whether it's with reacting to situations. There's always, first of all, what is a positive in this? Second of all, what can I do about this? That itself is a positive act. And therefore, that has become the focus, and I hope, please God, will be the focus of my discussion tomorrow also about the most powerful aspect of the Rebbe's inspiration for us.